What's going on, ladies and gents? Today we're going to be talking about AWS initial setup. Now, we're going to be talking about creating an account, an IAM user, which stands for Identity and Access Management. We're going to be talking about getting a AWS secret key, and you already know what that's for deployment and to actually doing stuff within the console without even going inside of our, APIs and all that stuff. And we're also going to be doing a billing alarm. Now, the billing alarm is last, and it's important. The reason why is because once you create an account, you do need to put in your credit card or billing information. And don't worry, the first 12 months or the first year is free. You don't have to worry about almost all the services, not all of them, but almost all the services that AWS offers is free for the first 12 months within a certain boundary. Now, what am I talking about when I say a certain boundary? AWS.amazon/free. If you go right there, aws.amazon.com/free, scroll down. These are the boundaries where you get your free tier for your first 12 months. Right here, if you're doing EC2, we are going to be talking about this. Don't worry about that. But if you're doing EC2, you only could do 750 hours per month. If you go over that, they'll start billing you. $750 an hour, that's $750. Dollars. 750 hours per month is actually it's pretty good. I don't think we're not gonna go over this, obviously, but just look at the free tier and see what you want. If you want anything like a database right here, you could do 25 gigabytes of storage. It's not per month, it's per storage. It's a storage. If you go over that, they'll start charging you. This is always free. You can see right there. Even after the 12 months, this is always free. And 12 months right here, this is where you need to check. This is only a year free. Okay, so I just wanted to say there is a year free, so don't worry about getting billed. But we are going to be setting up a billing alarm, like I said, just in case you do pick a service that does not offer a free tier, and you'll just get a billing statement, and that's where we're going to be doing that. Don't worry, I'll explain that later on in the video. So let's start off with creating a root account. So if you do not have an account with aws.amazon.com, just go to aws.amazon.com and sign up, register. Like I said, you are going to have to provide a credit card. Do that. So if you did it this way, that means that you are the root user. You're the root. This is the root account. This right here, my web dev journey WDJ. This is my root account. Now, the root account does have some special privileges, just like, for instance, creating the first IAM user, the root password, obviously, support plans, and lastly, and this is the most important one, the account closure. I could actually delete my account. Only the root account user or the root account could actually delete the account, and it will wipe out every user inside that account. And this is something which we want to ignore. That's why we're going to be creating a IAM user. We don't want this problem. We don't want to be using this account. We don't want to use the root account for no reason. Honestly, there are very few reasons to actually use the root account, and creating a database or like deploying deploying your website is not a reason to actually go inside the root account. And don't worry, we will go over what are the reasons why you would use root account in some other video, but right now let's just set things up. So the first thing we're going to do after you sign into your root account, we're going to go over here to web dev journey, your name up here, and just go to my account. Down below, this is where we're going to actually where's it at? Right here, the IAM user. Click on edit, and we want to actually activate IAM access. Now you could update this if you want. Update it, obviously you want to do it. What we just did, I'm sorry, man, I'm trying to yawn and talk. It's not going well, obviously. So what we just did is this will allow an IAM user to control access to the billing area of AWS so that someone other than the root user can see the current charges that are being racked up or change the billing details. So let's scroll up over here. Let's do on services. Click on services on a search bar, type in IAM, and this is where we're going to start creating a user. In groups, I do recommend you creating groups. The reason why is because every group, let's say you have a devs group, right? So devs group is going to have a certain boundaries on what the access they get, right? They're not going to have the same access as, let's say, a DevOps person. DevOps pretty much does everything in the backend. Devs might have some little things to do with the backend, but they're not going to have complete access or all the access that DevOps have. Or matter of fact, if let's say admins, DevOps shouldn't have access to admins privileges as well. So this is why you create groups. So that way you could assign these groups the privileges that they want or you want them to have, and you could just add people into those groups, because if you don't, you would have to do it individually, and that's just a pain in the rear. You don't want to remember what policies or what privileges this user has to get. So this is why we're creating groups. So we're going to create a new group. I'm going to call mine admins because I am going to be an admin. Click on next step. Right here, what we want to do is actually click on the administrator access. This is the policy or the privilege that we want them to have for this group. Now there are a ton, I'm talking about a lot of policies. These are called policies that you could actually give them. But administrator access basically does all these for you. But like I said, if you want to do like a devs group or a DevOps group or something, a database group or engineer group, I don't know. There are policies over here, and you can read them, and I'll have a link down below in the description on the policies and what they actually are. But like I said, there's a ton of them on it. Look at this, like showing 525 results, and the scroll bar keep on going. Yeah. So anyways, for the admins group, we're going to just click the administrator access, and that's going to give us our thing. Click on next, click on create group. Oh wait, stop. On this page, I wanted you to recognize something before we move on. So notice next to the policies label right here that the administrator access policy has an ARN right there, ARN. And this stands for Amazon Resource Names. Now, all of your cloud infrastructure, including your servers, networking, component storage, IAM users, your roles, almost everything will have a unique ARN. This is like the dog tags to your cloud infrastructure. Everything will have a unique ID, and you'll use these IDs in various places around AWS to link your cloud infrastructure together. It's like a primary key column in a relational database. So I just wanted you to know about this before we moved on. So let's actually create group, click on that. And now let's actually click on admins right here. Click on it. Now on this page, you'll see that ARN right here, and you will see that this right here got assigned to this group ARN, to this group. Okay. So this number right here that you see listed in the ARN is your account ID, and everything built under this AWS account will be tagged with that number. So you'll see it a lot. On the left hand side over here, let's click on users, and we're going to add a username. You could name it whatever you want. For me, WDJ, and we're going to just click on AWS Management Console access. This will give them access to the AWS console. This right here, you want them to have it. We'll get into this in a bit later, but don't worry about that. So just click on AWS Management Console and click on Next Permissions. Now we just want to add them to the admins group. Next tags, next, don't worry about that, and create user. So to actually complete this, you are going to have to sign in to that user or make someone else sign it. So this password, I'm going to show you too. It doesn't really matter. This password right here is actually a temporary password, because what you need to do now, or if you're going to give it to someone else or yourself, you need to click on this link. Now I'm going to just open it in another tab, There you go. Doesn't matter. So as you can see right here, this is my account number, or this is the root access or the root account ID, and it's already pre-populated for me. Now what I want to do is actually my WDJ. This is the user we just created, and that temporary password you got from right here. Copy that, paste it right here. This is temporary password, and then it'll tell you to, hey, reassign your password or redo your password. So I'm gonna redo it. Damn it. All right. And there we go. We just created a IAM user. All right, guys, now it's actually time to get your secret key so that way you can log in through the CLI and do APIs and all that stuff. So what you want to do is click on your name right here, go to my security credentials. And I already created one, so I'm gonna just delete this one. Delete. There we go, delete. All right, so what you want to do is actually create your access key. Let's create one. Okay, this pop-up is very important. Now, once you created your access key, this pop-up will appear, and I'm gonna show it to you because I'm gonna delete it anyways again. So once you do this, it's going to give you the secret access key right here. Now, the reason why it's important is because once I exit out, I'm never going to see the secret access key again. There is no way to actually grab it in your console anymore. This is the one and only time you're actually going to see the secret key. So what you need to do, this key ID is literally right here. You don't need that. You need this. So what you need to do is actually save this or actually configure, your CLI to actually accept this. Do that pub and all that, the pub and all that stuff to get your log in through your CLI. But I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm just saying that this is the only time you're going to be seeing this. So it's important to actually copy, paste it in your notepad or something, and save it. So this is the actual, by the way, if you did not know, Amazon actually has a basic Git repository. And it's called Code Commit. Code Commit. I think it's called Code Commit. I'm not too sure, but it's pretty basic and it helps you out with. It's basic than GitHub. Let's put it that way, but it helps you deploy applications and all that. Just letting you guys know. So, anyways, there's another thing down here, MFA, multi-factor authentication, that you can do if you want to. Now, this is for extreme uses, anyways, but basically, it's a multi-factor, like I said, multi-factor authentication, where you could assign a virtual MFA, where it's going to be on your phone, tablet, or desktop. It's just going to give you a code, and you have to put in that code. Or you could actually get a fob or an actual key, and I could actually show you how that looks. So this is an actual key, and you literally have to plug this into your computer, and this will tell the AWS account, hey, okay, this is correct. This is the right user. Anyways, this right here, I would only recommend grabbing this physical key for your root account. For IAM users, they could do virtual if they wanted to. But the thing is, if it's your root account, I would rather much have my physical and just store it in my house and something like that, so that way nobody could ever get to it. Dig it in your backyard. But yeah, I'm just saying this does exist, multi-factor authentication. If you are like a secure nut job, I was going to say that. But if you are a security freak and you want to do this stuff, go ahead and do it. I am going to do this at one point, but not right now. I'm just saying that it does exist. So there's that. Now let's actually get into the billing section of this whole thing, okay? Now what I'm going to do is click on services, click on billing right here. And we're going to be clicking on billing preferences. What you want to do is actually check all these boxes, and you can read what they do, but it pretty much tells you right here. You're going to receive an invoice by email. You're going to get free tier usage alerts. Once you start reaching or approaching, there it is right there, approaching or has exceeded the free tier usage, it'll send you an alert. And you want to receive billing alerts. All right, and we're going to be managing this. So once you click on all these, save preferences, and then click on manage billing alerts, because we want to set a certain threshold, and don't worry, we will get to that. Once you do this, what we want to do, I know, man, I already did it. All right, anyways, what you want to do is actually go to alarms right here, and then click on create alarm. I already created one, so I'm not going to do it again, but I am going to go through the process. So create an alarm, and then select metric. The metric we want to use use is billing, and we want to get the total estimated charge and not by service. Total estimated charge. We're going to click on the USD, click select metric, and then down here, this is our threshold, the threshold you want to do per month. So let's say your budget is $25. You will put $25 right here, and it'll start sending you alerts once you get to that $25 range. If you start exceeding it, it'll start sending you alerts and all that stuff. You see right there, greater than threshold. You will only receive alerts when it's greater than threshold. You could do greater than equal to if you wanted to, or lower than equal, whatever you want. So once you put in your threshold, click next. What we want to do is actually create a new topic. Right here, this is the topic. So name it whatever you want, but try to name it something dealing with the billing alert. So for this instance, we're doing a threshold of 25 for monthly. So I'm gonna just say, like I did, I'm gonna say estimated this time. Estimated monthly charges or charge exceeded. That makes sense, right? Estimated monthly charge exceeded. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And then once you create your topic, I already did this one as well. So I did this twice already. All right, so just name it what I'm gonna just say 2 right here then. 2. So email, put your email. Obviously this is where it's going to be sending the alerts. So put your email, webdevjourney@gmail.com. I'm not going to be saving this, so it doesn't matter how I type it. All right, and what you're going to be doing is creating the topic. Now, so click on create topic, and then, oh, by the way, if you don't know what SNS stands for, it's Simple Notification Services, and this is where you could actually, send emails, text messages, and push notifications. CloudWatch uses this. And I never told you this. This whole console right here. This is new. See right there, that icon right there. This is completely new than the AWS console. This console is actually called CloudWatch Management. Okay. Now this CloudWatch service is an AWS service, obviously, that allows you to look at charts and graphs of your cloud infrastructure and to set up monitoring. I don't know if I said this already or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't. No, I didn't. So yeah, it helps you set up monitoring. You could use this CloudWatch to monitor the health of your servers, view detailed logs, and set up billing alerts like we're doing right now. All right. So this is CloudWatch. Don't get confused about this console and this console. Okay, they're completely different consoles. So anyways, CloudWatch uses Simple Notification Services, and we are going to go over this SNS service that AWS offers in another video, so do not worry about that. So once you're done with this right here, go to next, and you have to put exactly the same name you put in the other one. So I'm just not exactly. You don't have to. My bad. You don't. You could name it whatever, but I like doing the exact same name. So estimated monthly charge exceeded 2. Click next, and then what you're going to be doing is create alarm, and this will create an alarm right there. I already have mine. Pending confirmation. What you need to do now is actually go to your email and just hit okay. Yeah, I do. Let's actually do it. Let's go to my email and show you what's going on. Right here, AWS right here. Yeah, I know. I already did it. Right here, confirm subscription. This is just for your monthly. Oh wait, here it is. Right here. For your estimated monthly charge exceeded 2. Now you could confirm subscription. Not confirm it is up to you, but I already did it, so I'm just going to delete this. Actions, delete. So once you actually confirmed it, your actions should be like a little dash right here, meaning nothing, and your status should change to okay in a couple of minutes. Don't worry, it's going to be like, it's going to, I don't know, it's going to say something about insufficient data. Don't worry about that. In a couple of minutes, it will say okay. So that was it, guys. This was all we wanted to do for this video. Just create or set up our initial AWS account and create an IAM user for this purpose. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch these videos. It really does, I really do appreciate it. I honestly do. It helps me out a lot. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment on what you think of this video so far. We've only done one video, but what do you think about it so far? In the next video, I'm thinking about talking about you know, the birth of the cloud. Like, why did we get into the cloud? And we are gonna have to talk about regions and availability zones. That's very important. But I think the birth of it as well, like, so people get some history into them. Anyways, all right, cool. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.